governor as well as the RBI committee, we've seen a rate cut of 50 basis points, which was not expected. The expectations were of 25 basis points, but a 50 basis points rate cut. So in terms of key takeaways of this is, of course, first the 50 basis points rate cut, the changes in stance to neutral from an accommodative in nature. We have FY26 CPI inflation projection at 3.7% versus that of 4% earlier. So this has reduced. There is cut in the CRR ratio, that is the cash ratio, by 100 basis points to 3% from 4%. Rural demand steady, urban demand is improving as per them. Price stability remains a key focus area, private consumption remains healthy, and India remains attractive investment in terms of destination, and stress in microfinance segment is still persisting. So these are the 10 key takeaways from the RBI monetary policy meet. Now, both the rate cut as well as the inflation projection that the RBI has given is being cheered by the markets. Let's pull up the Nifty 50 as well as the broader markets and see how it's doing in trade. And of course, the Nifty Bank trading at its day's highs almost. The Nifty 50 is up almost 0.8%. The Nifty Bank clearly leading the entire pack, up 1.2%. Broader markets, however, doing tad lower than that of benchmark indices. The mid cap 150 is up almost 0.5%, small cap 250 1/4%. But in terms of sectors, especially the sectors that are rate sensitive, that is your real estate, your automotive sector, are cheering this kind of move that the RBI has given. Let's pull up that quickly. There you go. Realty top gainer on the Nifty, up by about 2.9%. Nifty Finance, of course, up by 1.7%, followed by banks, services, metals, as well as auto. All right, moving on with the Ask Profit show. Today we are joined by Neerav Ashar, Head Equity Research Analyst at Latin Manharraj Securities, and Ravi Singh, SVP Retail Research, Religare Broking, joining us now. Welcome to both of you, gentlemen. A very good morning to you. Neerav, I'll quickly come to you. How are you rating this decision by the RBI?
Good morning and thank you for the invite. I think it's an excellent decision by Reserve Bank of India. I think Reserve Bank of India has done all it could. It's pulled all its stops to ensure that the economy is back on track. We've seen RBI provide liquidity to the system earlier. We've seen the record dividend payout to the government. And now, of course, this 50 basis points repo rate cut and the CRR cut, which was least expected. I think it's a very proactive move by the Reserve Bank of India. And now it remains to be seen how the private sector capex picks up in the time to come, and also how consumption is able to revive in the times to come. But overall, I think it's a very positive step.
Right. And your view on the rate sensitive sectors, something like autos as well as real estate?
Well, yes, it's a positive. I think all these sectors, yesterday itself, they were showing signs of resilience, and there was some indication that something positive is there in the works. We've seen auto stocks rally in trade. We've seen realty already showing very strong moves yesterday itself. So I think these are all positives, and I think it's very healthy to see that even two-wheeler stocks, which were languishing kind of, they've also started moving up in trade. I think we can expect housing finance companies also to start moving up in trade very soon.
Okay, let's start with the queries then. The first question is from Rajesh Maheshwari, who's writing in from Indore today. His query is on Radico Khaitan. He's got 190 odd shares at 1,505 a piece. That's his average price, and wants to know as to what could be the best course of action from a short to medium term perspective. Ravi, I'll come to you on this one. What are the charts indicating? Is there more steam left when it comes to Radico Khaitan?
Yeah, we have seen 27, 25 level. There is some profit booking, but right now is trading 26.14. So is it attractive levels? And long-term prospects is good, and short-term prospects it will hit again 2750 to 2800 levels. So I can say that if you need, then book the profit. Otherwise, you just continue because your buying level is very good. Put the stop loss of 25.75. So the next target would be the 2800. So just hold it.
The view on Radhiko Khetan. Nirav, it's raining questions on banks certainly today. The next question is from Manjunath Nayak, who's writing in from Bengaluru. He's holding 3,000 odd shares of IDFC First Bank, and his average price is 70 rupees. So he's sitting on a significant, he's sitting on a profits of around 1,500 rupees right now, and wants to know if he can continue to hold this for the next 5 years. What's the outlook like?
Well, I think the stock has disappointed, at least if one were to go by the past performance. So I think it would be advisable to shift to some better names, something like a federal bank or something which is giving a better prospects of growth going forward.
And what would those counters be, Nirav?
I think federal bank could be a good alternative.
Okay, Federal Bank, a better alternative than something like an IDFC First Bank. All right, the next question then is on Dixon Technology. We don't have the name of this person, but he's bought 500 odd shares at 1750 a piece. Okay, his name is Narendra Mehta, and he wants to know as to what are the charts indicating for something like a Dixon from a next 6 months perspective. Ravi, I'll come to you on this one. Dixon Technology, how are the charts faring?
Ma'am, if you look into the shorter period, then definitely chart is negative. But I can say that in a daily, if you watch in a daily chart or weekly chart, then you feel very strong support around 14,500 levels. So I can say that put your stop loss at 14,500 or 14,200 levels. If you have some money, then you just again invested at current market price, then target would be the 17,500 to 1,800 level, but it will take time. So next 6 months you can just hold their position. So that is the better strategy for you.
Continue to hold is the view coming on Dixon Technology. Viewers who are tuning in, you can also call us on the numbers that are flashing on your screen right now, the landline numbers, and you can also, of course, write to us on the WhatsApp number that is flashing on the top pan. All right, the next question is from Hariom, who's writing in from Karnal, Haryana, and wants to know if he wants to buy a bank from a 1 year perspective, which bank should he park his money in? I'll come to you again, Nirav, on this one. Federal Bank was one of your suggestions, but if he wants to spread that money into 2 or 3 odd banks, what would your picks be?
Well, I think then the obvious choice would be HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank.
HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank. Can you elaborate more as to why you're picking these two?
Well, both of them are the leaders, and one is going through a transition phase after having merged HDFC. And of course, the other, that is ICICI Bank, it's very aggressive and it's carrying the mantle of leadership as far as the banking sector is concerned. So I think both of them have very strong prospects going forward.
Okay, fair enough, Nirav. The next question is from Rajesh, who's holding Raymond shares, 1,500 odd shares at 2130 a piece, and he's been holding since September 20th. So he's also got the Raymond Lifestyle, considering the demerger that has happened, and will also be eligible for Raymond Real Estate once that gets demerged and list. Nirav, I'll again come to you on this one. Should he continue to hold? Because Raymond Limited now will be having its engineering business, which is growing at a decent pace, and the management is very optimistic when it comes to the growth levers there.
Well, yes, because I think you should continue to hold, because almost Raymond is firing on all cylinders. I think they have a very almost zero cost real estate, which can be a very big growth driver for the company. The textile division has been doing quite well, and of course this engineering division is also picking up. So I think the advice is to hold.
Right. Let's also pull up the Nifty Bank and see how it's making waves today. The Nifty Bank has touched its lifetime high right now. There you go. Of course, trading at days highs and lifetime highs, trading at the levels of that 56,500 odd levels, up 1.4%. We'll have to see as to how much of these gains are sustained throughout the day. And there you go, the counters. IDFC first leading the chart, up by 5 odd percent, followed by Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, AU Small Finance Bank. Only Bank of Baroda is on the losing end. There's 2%, that's down 2%, and Canara Bank, which is down by about 1 odd percent. But Nifty Bank at its life high on the back of the decision given by the RBI policy meet. All right, the next question then is from Bhupendra Mehta, who wants to know if this is the right level to enter into something like a Keynes Technology. Ravi, I'll come to you on this one. In terms of the EMS players, they've done significantly well when it comes to their Q4 performance. Do you think that this is the right time to make an entry into something like a Keynes Technology?
Ma'am, see, trend is your friend, and today is a bank day, so I can say that, yeah, stock is trading at a very crucial level, but this is not a right time to invest. So better you choose banking stocks. The lot of stocks we are suggesting is Canara Bank and Federal Bank. A small bank is a central bank, and Bank of Baroda. These are banks are have enough potential to go give at least 17 to 18% return from the current level. So why you invest in that type of stock? Just avoid and buy a trend is friend.
Trend is the view coming in on Ravi. Go ahead and buy banks is his view. All right. The next question is from Akhilesh, who's writing in from Andhra Pradesh. He's bought 104 odd shares of TV Today Network at 249 levels and sitting on a loss of 8,000 rupees right now. Wants to know as to whether he should hold or exit. Ravi, I'll again come to you on this one. It's one of those media stocks that's always volatile in nature. Do you suggest to continue or book losses at the moment?
Ma'am, it's very difficult because if I'll say better if you comparing with the media industry, then why you miss the NDTV stocks? So they have enough potential. So TV Today, I think just take exit from the current market price because there is a strong resistance around 170 levels. But if you want to buy another stocks, then we have a lot of options, right? Like banking or construction. Maybe you can switch their position to NMDC. But if you want in TV industry, then NDTV is a good option for you.
Right. So that's with regards to where the media stocks are concerned. Our next question is from Narendra, who is writing in from Hyderabad and wants to have a medium-term outlook on something like a Sundaram Clayton. He's holding 10 odd stocks at 2,271 a piece. Nirav, not sure if you have a coverage on this one or a view on this one. If you have, should he continue to hold?
Yes, he should continue to hold because stocks like Sundaram Clayton and all this category of stocks, they are portfolio stocks. They are not meant to be traded. They are meant to be kept in the portfolio. So you'll get definitely you'll reap the rewards of this in the medium to long term.
Okay, so that's the view with regards to where Sundaram Clayton stands. Our first caller for the day, Rishab, is calling in. Rishab, a very good morning to you. How can we help you?
Hi, good morning. So I've been holding Devyani from past 3 years. I'm a long-term investor.
Okay.
So the average price I'm holding at is currently 174. Okay. I'm a long-term investor. So wanted to know what's the long-term outlook for this particular stock.
All right, got your query, Rishab. I'll take this up with Nirav. Nirav, Devyani International, it's not been a very impressive stock performance if you take the past 3 years, right? In terms of their overall fundamental performance also, last 2 quarters QSRs have picked up, but otherwise the overall demand has remained subdued, and that's still a concern per se for QSRs. But if you had a view on Devyani, should Rishab continue to hold or shift to something like a Jubilant?
Well, I think Devyani and Jubilant are from the same group, and I think the stock has underperformed. So I think the better option would be to maybe shift to something like a Westlife Development. That would be a better choice. Okay,
shift to Westlife is the view coming in from Nirav instead of holding Devyani. All right, our next caller, Jagish, is calling in from Bengaluru. Jagish, a very good morning to you. How can we help you?
Ma'am, so I'm holding Manyavar, so okay, close to 11,273 shares. Okay. At the price of 807, I bought it.
Okay.
Actually, so I had analyzed, like, so it went twice, so up to 40 to 50%.
Okay.
Then I went that the moment it went, it came down to close to some 25%. Then again it went to 50. Then again it came down to some close to 37%. Now again it went up close to 50, and it went down to close to 50%.
Right.
So below the issue price somewhere. So from the day of issue to from here it was close to some 70 to 20% down. So it is right time to hold it, or if I look quarterly results also,
Yeah.
it went like, after July and all, September quarter was performing well. So is it right time to hold, man? So
I got your question, Jagdish. I'll take this up with Ravi because as you rightly mentioned, Q4 earnings were disappointing for Vedant Fashion, and retail sector as a whole in tier 1 cities has been subdued in terms of demand. But Ravi, what are the charts indicating for Vedant Fashions?
Ma'am, he has done enough research, but I can say that don't be a bias. Levels you have to watch particularly. 780 is a strong support level. If below trading that level or closing below, then you take exit from the current level. Otherwise, you just hold. Again, it will touch the level of 880. Once 880 level hit, then you just ask profit again.
Right. So continue to hold is the view coming in on Vedant Fashions where charts are concerned, of course. Our next caller, Mohan, is calling in from Bengaluru. Mohan, a very good morning to you. How can we help you?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, Mohan.
I am holding 80 shares of Enviro Infra Engineers.
Okay.
So it is for long time view.
Okay.
Should I add some more or wait for a correction?
Okay, I'll take this up with Nirav. Nirav, right now for him it's almost no profit, no loss situation. Do you recommend to continue to hold Enviro Infra?
Yes, I think he should not only hold, he should try to add also if possible at these levels.
Okay, try to add at these levels is the view coming in, Mohan. Hope that solves your query. Our next question then, Priyanka is writing in from Bengaluru. She's holding 10 odd shares of CNC automation, Joti CNC automation at 1250 a piece and wants to know if she can continue to hold this for more than a year or not, and can she accumulate more at the current levels. Nirav, I'll again come to you on this one. What's the outlook like for Joti CNC?
Well, the outlook is very positive, and if possible, she should do a stock SIP also. That's highly recommended in this stock.
Okay, stock SIP in Joti CNC is recommended as per Nirav. Alright, our next question is on GMR Reports. Ravi Bhatnagar is holding 2000 shares bought at almost 80 rupees a piece and wants to know if he can continue to hold for the next 6 months to see his profits grow more. He's sitting on a profit of 11,000 rupees right now. Ravi, I'll come to you on this one. Should he continue to hold?
Yeah, definitely chart is consolidating and it will test again 92-95 level very soon. So just hold with the stop loss of 80. I think once it correct around 84 or 83, then you can add also, but hold for the target of 92.
Okay, hold for the target of 92 for GMR Reports is the view coming in from Ravi. Our next question is from Murli, who's writing in from Bengaluru. He's got 65 odd shares of Vedanta at a price of 447. He's bought it for 2 months and wants to know if he can continue to hold or exit. Ravi, I'll stick with you for this one. Vedanta, what are the charts indicating?
Ma'am, this is a stock, I can say that for the long-term portfolio. So if you are doing trading, then that is a difficult. But I can say that stock is good, dividend is good, very happy with the client. So I can say that just hold your position with the stop loss of 425 for the target of 470 to 475 levels.
Okay, so that's with regards to where Vedanta stands. Our next caller, Pradeep, is calling in from Bengaluru. Pradeep, I believe you have a question on Nazara Technologies.
Yes.
Go ahead, ask your query.
Yeah, I had bought 25 shares at a price of 682.
Okay.
Holding it for 2 years.
Okay.
Now I have a vision of another 2 years.
Okay.
Now the stock has recently run up high. So I thought to seek your opinion on whether I should sell or book profit.
Okay, got your question, Pradeep. I'll take this up with Nirav. Nirav, he's sitting on profits of 13,000 odd rupees right now. Should he continue to hold?
I think he should book profits and move to some better quality IT stock.
All right. And speaking of Nazara Technologies, the next show, that is Know Your Company, is going to feature Nazara Technologies today. So Pradeep, of course, I request you and other viewers also to go ahead and watch. What we are going to address is why cash flow hasn't kept up with profitability, how the mix is going to change, and how large sports media vertical and how large it can get, margins of different businesses. So we're going to discuss all of these things. What will be the margin levers, growth ahead, plus levers from new acquisitions. options. All of this will be discussed in KYC today. All right, with that, we're completely out of time on this edition of Ask Profit. Today it was a curtailed show because of the RBI policy meet, but we'll see you back on Monday. Nirav, Ravi, thank you so much for joining us and giving us all your insights. Viewers, keep watching KYC on the other side.
तू ही तो है जिसकी सच्चाई वाली क्लैरिटी की वजह से मैं आज यहाँ हूँ।
गोल्ड प्लस सिल्वॉक्सी मिरर्स, ऐसी क्लैरिटी कि आपको सिर्फ सच नजर आए, चाहे कितने भी साल बीत जाएं।
The markets move fast,
and so should your portfolio. Expert insights, real-time stock picks.
do I buy Ola?
Should I hold ICICI CDSL for the long term?
Buy